good? You good?
Just like food drunk.
That's fair. It was delicious rice. So buttery and spicy. Yeah. Zombie!
I'm like so happy.
The pudding!
Careful. Don't slip in a little bit of Cosby there. You don't want to combine hedonism
it's
with
the
Bill
icing.
Cosby.
Yeah, that's...
The icing. Yeah, the icing, not the pudding.
No hedonism
pudding.
Cosby.
We already have enough hedonism Cosby in the world.
Womp womp.
Womp womp.
Weep, 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 weep.
Butter.
She's seen the exact amount of Futurama that I have.
So all of it?
Yes. But also the same number of times.
We watched it.
What?
We went and watched Futurama.
Yes, I know we've seen Futurama. I'm saying her and I have watched every
all
episode
the way through.
30 times.
Got it. Yeah, when I was teaching spring, it was my go-to for relaxing because my best friend while I was there, Bristol, she was super obsessed with it, and so she watched it while falling asleep, which apparently is a subreddit.
That is a subreddit.
I
told you
Futurama falling asleep. Yeah.
Futurama
Was it because I told you about my friend?
Yep.
Huh.
Because I used to use it to fall asleep.
Oh, nice.
It's just good for
the green one today.
It's very soothing.
Yeah, because the volumes don't change. You remember yelling or
and
whispering?
they're all really good voice actors, and they have great voices.
More bench. Does it say more bench?
I don't know. I can't read it.
More birch?
No, I think it says bench.
It says bench.
But not B-E-B-I-N-C-H.
Yeah, bench.
I like it.
Like a
Isn't
bench.
it though? Isn't it tragic?
Like a bench made of birch. A bench.
Bench. You can make a bench.
I'd sit on that.
Roll to make bench. I've got a bench.
15.
Oh, 18. Yes.
Successfully make a bench.
And I have nature.
Brunch like bitch.
Can you not swear in these chats? Oh, apparently you can, because she said fuck.
So the last session, you ended strapped into trees, taking your watch with, I think you put a fire down on the road below. Or not, I don't even think you did that.
Didn't build a fire.
Nope. You were just
Strapped him into a tree.
strapped into a tree.
Yeah, because I'm not capable. I'm not confident in my ability to sleep in a tree. I don't know why he is.
He's a cat.
So, is that part of his class? You can sleep in trees and not fucking fall out in the middle of the night?
Also half your size.
That's fair.
Also true.
That's okay.
You
That's
just find a little nook and go, no.
all right.
No. Who should have watched
took
this?
first
You took first watch.
He took first watch. I took second. Yeah. And there was a fucking rock that was never mind.
Yeah, you had an alarm rock.
There's an alarm rock and a light rock.
Yes.
There's also a stank rock.
Yeah, a stinky rock.
Stink rock, light rock, and alarm rock.
Yeah, whatever you see might drive away said spooky ghosted bears.
Mm-hmm.
I shouldn't have said spooky ghost bears. So now I'm thinking about them. Proceed.
Tell us about the spooky ghost bears.
No.
So the spooky ghost bears fly in from the
God damn it! The stink rock! The stink rock!
honey. No.
Honey. Don't call me honey.
Oh god.
You don't know me.
Don't call me Shirley.
This was a bad day to quit methamphetamines.
And then suddenly, you see a wolf scrambling up the tree to try and get you. Straw snapping. But it falls down.
Actually?
Unable. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit.
Yeah, actually. What the volumes?
You're asleep there, bud.
Yeah, do you want to wake me up? I mean, I'm asleep.
Alexa, volume up.
I would like to do a perception check in the darkness to look for more wolves.
Yes.
Does a 6?
No.
Does a 5 see anything?
You only see the one wolf that had previously been trying to climb up the tree.
Darkness,
And it's
darkness.
shaking itself off on the ground and slowly prowling around the bottom where you are. Sorry, the bottom of the tree you were in.
I would like to draw my bow and knock an arrow and attempt to shoot it in the face.
Yes, you can.
Does a 21 hit?
Yeah, that does.
Probably.
Yes, I just need to know whether it dies or not. Roll for damage.
7.
Okay. Yeah, you don't get sneak attack.
Oh!
Do you?
Because, no, it knows exactly where he is.
Yeah, but
Fair enough.
And he didn't have advantage on the roll.
Got it.
You know what? I think it is fighty type music.
barely.
Goodness.
Sort of. It's like 1v1.
It's like target
so far.
practice.
Yes.
Could be 2v1.
It could be, but not really. So your arrow
Be able to-
flies through the tree, lands in the wolf's back, and it goes, and it starts scrambling away. You dealt a lot of damage to it.
Fantastic. And I'm down an arrow.
Just shoot it fucking again.
So you knock another arrow.
I knock an arrow
Okay.
and wait.
Now you should roll initiative. You're not gonna roll initiative.
Do I not wake up from
17.
this noise?
No, it hasn't actually. Neither of them have really made a ton of noise. Even the wolf, like snapping, it
What
wasn't.
about crawling
growling.
up the tree?
Andre didn't even notice until it was like right near him. It had successfully snuck its way up. What was yours?
17.
Okay. So you see it run forward, which for you is like towards the western woods. It is your turn. It is about only 20 feet away.
20 feet.
20 feet, like if you're
I'll shoot it again.
20 feet up in the air and then it's 20 feet that way, you're like 20, whatever. I don't want to do the
Yeah,
math.
but short bows are like 40, 80, right?
It's like 30 feet away.
Ish.
It's less than 30 feet away,
So I'm
actually.
gonna shoot it again.
Yep.
Does a 7 hit?
No.
Great. I miss wildly.
The arrow goes shoo, and embeds itself in the ground. And the wolf runs away.
As I watch my arrow fly wildly to the side, I hiss, "Wake up! Wake up!
Okay, like I'm awake.
There's wolves!"
Okay, how long have the wolves been here? And could I have gotten an attack off if you woke me up earlier?
No, it just happened.
Just checking.
It really did just happen.
But like, if you woke me up before we rolled initiative,
You're still strapped into a tree.
Yeah.
I can get spells. I threw my legs into the tree. I didn't throw my fucking arms down. You're dumb as shit.
It would depend on the spell. Because if you're strapped into a tree, you have to pull out your tinker's tools and do the is that the somatic component where you actually have to like wave your arms?
Yeah, but like, okay, have you seen Hunger Games? Like when she's sleeping at night, she like straps her legs around the tree.
Okay, so
Oh,
it's
strap
only
my
your legs.
arms. Yeah, how would I
Oh.
strap my arms to a tree? And how would
He
that
strapped
let
you
me?
in.
No, fuck that. I'm letting him
Mummify
strap
you.
me in. No.
Um,
Anyways, okay, I unstrap myself.
you
Takes
have
like
to roll
a
initiative.
second.
It could take a second, but a round is 6 seconds.
5.
Oh, fuck. Okay. So the wolf dashes away. And it is still dark out. No one has actually, like, put lights up yet. Andrea, you see 3 more wolves come from the shadows and emit a low growl. It's more perk, whatever. Now it's
I touch the light rock, and then I shoot. Go with frost bolt. I don't want to set the woods on fire here.
You need
Okay, I use my movement action to get out my Tinker's tools.
Yes. And
Then
unstrap yourself. Is your movement is doing both those things.
I just won't unstrap myself. It's fine.
Well, you have to unstrap your arms.
They're not strapped in!
It's strapped in!
Fine, my movement is unstrapping myself and grabbing my Tinker tools.
Yes.
Then I cast frost bolt.
Okay, do you cast it on the fleeing wolf that is quite far away?
Ooh, is it still in range?
Or the 3 that you can now see because of your light rock?
It's
Can I-
120 feet.
Yes, it is within range.
Frostbolt, yeah.
It is about 100 feet.
No, sorry,
away
not
from
frost bolt.
this.
Ray of Frost.
Oh.
Ray of Frost has 60 feet. What? I have Firebolt and Ray of Frost.
Oh, it is 60 feet. Jesus.
I know, I'm fucking reading it right now.
Don't get mad because you got strapped onto a tree. But no, you wouldn't be able to cast to target the wolf that's far away. That's like 100 feet
Because I
away.
can't see it.
Not only could you not really see it because of your light, but like you don't have enough range.
So if I use Firebolt, would I roll with disadvantage?
Yes, because you'd be targeting something outside of the light.
Alright, fuck it. We'll use Ray of Frost.
But remember,
one of
okay,
the close ones.
yes, right.
Fuck the one running away. Unless he's getting
Use
more.
your ray of frost. That's just it's in a spell attack roll, right?
Nat 20.
Oh, roll for damage.
Yeah.
You miss.
Nice! What? Is it 4? It's pretty 4 damage, so I don't add anything.
Yep. Well, so normally you'd roll 1 and you double it, but you literally got the same thing. Oh man. Yep. So your ray of frost deals 4 damage
Cool.
to one of the wolves and goes.
And it's slowed by 10 feet.
Okay.
Until its next turn.
Yeah, until my next turn. Yeah.
I hit it again.
Now we're actually doing it. Let's bring out a little mini map. And where are your boys? Okay, so you two are
See ya, boy.
essentially okay. You'd be like this. And
Okay.
you can choose whatever angle you want. And I know that they're not wolves
I'm not.
because we don't
Dare
have
you!
minis.
You bastard.
Someday I'll have the minis. So you have one here.
You buying these?
One, I probably will. I mean, if this takes off, then yeah.
Sure.
And one here. So you shot this one
Sure.
with your ray of frost.
And we're also like up like a many feet, right? Like,
Yeah, you're up 20 feet.
okay. Of like difficult for wolf to climb terrain.
Up a tree.
Yeah.
Which, like, a wolf can try to run up a tree.
I was gonna say, have you
pretty
seen any
close.
wolves in trees? 20 feet up a tree.
Yeah, I've never seen a wolf in a tree.
Because of shit climbers.
Yep. That's why it was a good idea. It's just.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Zoo.
I don't like zoos.
I don't like zoos either. Doesn't mean I haven't seen a wolf in one.
I like zoos.
Doesn't mean I had a lot of autonomy as a child.
It is Andrea's turn again. There are 3 wolves around you. It is now bright light from the light rock.
I would like to shoot my notched arrow at the frigid-looking wolf.
So Okay, that would be that.
The one with
Woo! Back to the ones, guys.
the one with frosted tips.
Yep. Roll for damage.
7 damage.
So you aim at the other wolf and you release. And while you do that, you quickly lose your balance a little bit and go, "Ah!" And you actually shoot it
But he's a
across
cat.
Tatashi's back and deal him 3 damage.
He's a cat.
That's what a natural one does.
Beautiful.
Ow.
Do I regain my balance or do I fall?
No, you're able to regain your balance.
Fantastic.
You just deal your friend damage.
Fantastic.
Womp womp. So that was your action. Do you have any movement?
How long is the branch we're standing on? Or perched on? Or laying on? Or whatever?
It's a fairly sturdy branch. Like there are multiple on that tree. It's a big tree. Like it's bigger than the ones we have outside. And it would probably like the part that you can really stand on and move on is probably about like 6 feet.
Can I hop to a similarly leveled branch over here? Where's the
No.
tree in this group?
Yeah, so you got the tree is kind of like here between you two.
Got it.
Like you're on one branch, you're on another branch,
Got it.
and the tree extends like about here,
Understood.
really. Like the branches go out that far, and the trunk's here.
Fantastic. Can I climb like 5 feet higher?
Yes.
I climb 5 feet.
Cool. You climb 5
I
feet.
notch an arrow.
Perfect. The wolves circle about hungrily. And yes, that's about it. This one. Zoop. They're going to move positions like this and try and get behind the tree.
Does that one move 10 feet slower?
Yes. Yeah, so even then, it's from here, 15, 20, 25. I can still move that far.
Nice.
Still stalking, trying to find you and get good positions. Though they can't really do very much. Satoshi, it's your turn.
Alright. Cast Frostbolt at this one.
Okay, that's an undamaged one.
Yeah.
Yep.
19.
That is a hit.
Whittle him down there.
Well, at least I hit a fucking wolf.
And not your friend.
And not my friend. I climb higher.
Okay. You actually need to make...
No. Wait, why did he go, then the wolves went, then I went?
So what happened...
Oh, is their initiative just higher than mine? Because I got like 5.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I just assumed this was like shit, because I don't know, that's what I always rolled.
So what happened is like, Andre went, wolves went, you
Then I
woke up,
rolled.
Andre,
Okay.
wolves, you.
Okay, that's cool.
Yep. Oh, so how far are you trying to climb, actually?
Just
That would
like
change it.
calmly and focusedly climbing to the net like 5 feet.
Okay, 5 feet, totally good. Yeah, it's like, oh, I
Enough
climbed
that I
30
don't
feet.
have to
I'm
make
like,
a fucking check because I'm gonna
yes.
fail it.
Okay, that's
fall
then
to
that's
my
only 5
death.
feet. That's perfectly fine. All right, you climb 5 feet, and it is Andre's turn again. Ooh.
Would shoot my knocked arrow at the first wolf hit.
Which one?
The first ray of frost.
This one, the
The
battle.
ray, okay, the ray of frost.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Screaming flying head.
truth.
Does a 21 hit.
Yes, it does.
Fantastic. 7 damage.
Boom,
Why do you
boom.
add? Oh, I don't add because that's spells. You add because it's plus your dexterity or some bullshit.
Yep.
You knock your arrow and let it loose. And just as the wolf is about to go, "Ah!" your arrow goes straight through its throat.
Fantastic.
And it collapses to the ground. The other two wolves go. They walk over and sniff their comrade and then run away. They are each about 60 feet from the tree. So how far does your light extend?
5 feet and then another 5 feet.
Okay, they're out of your light range.
Yeah.
And it is your turn.
Do I know what direction they ran in?
Yes, you know that they ran. So, like, this one ran this way, this one ran this way, this one is dead.
Okay, can I attack the kobold with Ray of Frost?
What's the range?
60 feet.
Yes.
With disadvantage?
Disadvantage.
Sure. Like, fuck it, if it pans out, it pans out. I didn't get it.
I saw it. Oh my god.
How do I roll things?
So you turn around and you go, yeah! And you shoot your ray of frost. And because you're not a cat, when you lose your balance, you fall from the tree onto the ground. And you take 1 point
Okay.
of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
You're very lucky.
Oh,
You
yeah,
managed to
I
like
did.
catch yourself. It is your turn. It is Andre's turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and snipe the one that was originally frosted running away.
That's the one that died.
Sorry, the one of the
second one
remaining
that
living one.
You frosted
that
too.
was
The
frosted.
untouched one. This one hasn't been touched yet.
But that one is also has been frosted.
Yeah.
And it's within his short bow range.
Oh, okay.
So I think
thought
it's
the tree
true
was
that one. Yes.
18.
It does hit. Yeah.
Its AC is less than 12.
6 damage.
6 damage. You hear. But the wolf does not collapse.
Lose another arrow.
Yeah, I'm running real low here, bud.
You're fine.
I'm at like a half of what I started with.
Did you not collect your arrows?
From the
Nope.
wolves, from the untouched wolf, you hear a.
Fuck.
And they keep running away into the darkness.
Good. I climb the tree. I get back into the tree.
Combat is over.
I get back
You
into the
successfully,
tree.
yes. You're able to climb back into the tree, and the wolf carcass is left on the ground.
Yeah, that's fine.
I would like to climb down really quickly and collect one arrow from his body. Can I find the arrow, and is it still functional?
Oh, there are rules for arrow collection.
Yeah.
There are, and they are obnoxious.
You recover like 1d6 arrows for every like 6 arrows you try and get, or some ridiculous number like
It's
that.
bullshit.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Arc, armor.
While you look that up, I pee off the other side of the tree.
After climbing up,
After climbing up, I pee off the tree.
roll an acrobatics so you don't fall off while you're peeing. Oh man. Recover arrows. Recovering ammunition. See weapon properties, ammunition. Properties.
You gotta introduce notice, so I'm looking up too.
Spend 1 piece of ammunition. You can recover half your expended ammunition. So you shot 3 arrows. I'll let you get 2 back. Actually, I think you shot 4 arrows.
I did shoot 4.
Okay. So you can find 2 that are still usable. Especially because one is still embedded in the wolf that ran away.
2 of them. Because one was in the first wolf, one was in that last wolf.
So you find the one that grazed the Tashi, and then the one in the dead wolf. But you have to reach into its gullet to pull the arrow out. So your hands are covered in blood and guts and slime. Delicious.
Fantastic.
You finish taking your piss off the side of the tree.
What's up?
Oh my god. But it activates the stench rock, so your piss smells terrible.
It's like par for the course.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Drugs.
Your light rock is still active. You're balanced in the tree. You finish recovering your arrows.
I'd like to grab the wolf carcass and drag it back to the bottom of the tree and climb up into the tree.
You successfully move the carcass, storing it at the bottom, and you're both back up in the tree. How would you like to strap yourself in?
How far into the night has it gotten?
It's about 2 a.m. So it's going to be a while until sunrise. Like a few more hours. You could definitely get some more rest. Alexa,
You can just
volume
walk
down.
off, but
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm gonna go curl up in a nice little nook in the tree and take a cat.
I just kind of like very simply tie it around the rope I'm on and around my thighs.
Okay.
Just kind of like, if I totally fuck up, it'll catch me. But like, since I'm gonna be awake, it's not that big of a deal. I turn off the light rock too because of said sleeping cat.
Nice. Throughout the night, you occasionally hear a very distant wolf howl, but nothing close, and nothing else disturbs you throughout the night. You finally see the sun peeking over the east. Right? It sets in the west. If it is the sun.
If this is the Earth. I mean, it's not the sun.
It's a sun. Yeah.
What's a star?
It's a light source. Ask. Okay, but does it make UV radiation and does it do this? And like, I mean, you can ask those questions. Right? I'll improv them all. I'll make them all up as it happens. My job. Yeah, you make it through the night successfully.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Cool.
Awake to a beautiful sunrise.
Does this count as a long rest?
Yes.
Cool.
You took the damage before the rest of that, right?
What?
Oh,
Yeah,
true.
because not in terms of like life, but in terms of my ability to cast things every time I finish a long rest.
No, because you were keeping watch.
I was resting though.
You were resting, so that would be like a short rest.
Yeah, but like while I was watching, I was like watching restfully.
You need to commune with your elders to regain your spells.
Fine.
Hey!
And life.
And life. No, you've actually regained at least 1 hit die.
Okay.
Which I think is all the damage you took. So you expend one of your
What's
2.
1d8? I have to roll the die, right?
I believe so, yes.
So it's like all my other fucking d8s.
And your added constitution. Okay.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It's okay. Ho ho! What a beautiful day.
Yeah, totally great.
Andre wakes up. You ready for your Miatai?
Yep. As I feel the sun start to warm my fur, I restlessly start stretching.
Wait, what about calling it Thai Kitty? Like Tai Chi, but Thai Kitty.
Tai Chi? But it's not kitty.
Yeah, but
I like Muay Thai.
but that's not stretching. It's fighting.
But it's fun.
Right,
You also made it.
I know. I can be against my own jokes.
Heresy.
You can continue to propose new titles.
Yeah.
I mean, this is basically like you bantering with him.
Yeah.
Of like, what are you doing? He's doing his no time. Well, he's awake, so your watch has ended. If you need to get any kind of extra rest.
Well, I'm not going to go back to sleep for like 4 more hours to make it a long... Can't make it a long rest, so I'm going to fuck.
Can't make it a long rest, not yet. What would you like to do as he stretches?
Oh, I'm just thinking of names for stretches.
Stretching? Okay.
Calisthenics.
Ah, that's a good one. Yep. I think that's the best one.
Good.
Nice.
Fantastic.
So as he does his...
That's so good.
He continues his calisthenics. While you ponder. And it is full light morning,
Fantastic.
not a dawn.
I scamper down the tree after finishing my exercises.
Say it.
Once I'm at the bottom of the tree.
Once he finishes his calisthenics, I'll also climb down the tree.
You both scurry down.
I would like to collect the teeth from the wolf.
Yes, you spend about 30 to 40 minutes pulling out all the teeth.
30 to 40 minutes?
I mean, depends on how intact you want those teeth. Like, do you want them nice and like well preserved, or do you care if there's just like chips? Do you think it's gonna take longer?
We should need to have a conversation about what happens to teeth. Like, you can't break a tooth by pulling it out.
But it depends on how he's pulling it out. Also, it's a wolf. And they got a lot of big teeth.
Alright.
You go and detooth a wolf, and we'll time it.
Deal.
We'll put it in the player's handbook. For all
Fantastic.
alternatives.
We'll just film it and post it as reference.
That might be illegal.
Honestly, like less than 10 minutes. Like fair assumption, I think probably less than
After pulling the teeth out,
They're
I would like to
magical
go back
teeth.
to the road.
It's really, really strong gums.
Yeah, no, they do. What are you doing while he pulls up the teeth?
Being like, dude, pull them faster. This shouldn't be so hard.
Fuck off! I need them nice.
Harassing him about the time.
You gather all the teeth, and you're both able to head back to the road.
As he gives me shit, I throw one of the teeth at his face.
What do you do?
Nothing?
The tooth smacks you in the face. Slimy with blood and
So
sweat.
I wipe it off and pick up the tooth and give it back to him.
Damn straight.
Because I don't want it.
Okay. You now add to your inventory a set of wolf's teeth.
Fantastic.
You're like a full set. Not like just like 4 canines. Like all the fucking molars too. Why don't you just take the head?
That would have been a good idea.
Put it in your bag of holding.
But
Nope.
this time
Needs
it's
it.
It gets all over everything else.
yeah, it would.
All the scrolls are just covered in blood now. Blood scrolls.
Yeah, because things don't like leave the bag of holding; it just sits at the bottom.
Yeah, they're just in there.
As I start walking down the road, continuing towards the river, I would like to pull out the bag of scrolls and start examining them.
Cool. You find that you have one. You don't have to type them out. I'll send them to you. But you have a prestidigitation, a firebolt, a guidance, 2 mending, 2 message, 2 spare the dying, 1 thaumaturgy, 1 alarm, 1 purify food and drink, and 1 detect magic. This is the
there we
mic.
go, okay.
Cool.
Yep. Hello. Can you hear us?
Hello.
Alright.
Whoa.
Back.
Oh, woo. Those are some points.
Whoa.
Ooh, I hear a roommate.
Alright. Oh, it's time to open the beer. Beep boop boop bop. You had successfully made your way back to the road after collecting the wolf teeth.
And started down the road while reading the scrolls.
Yes. And you found a number of scrolls. It seems like most of them are general use scrolls.
Yeah.
Things like multiples of things that people just need.
I would like to give a scroll of Spare the Dying, a scroll of Message, a scroll of Mending, and a scroll of Purify Food and Drink. Over to you.
Oh, fuck.
Enjoy that!
Write them down.
And we continue down the road.
Yeah. Oh. As you'd expect by now, it's a beautiful day in the sheriff here.
Surprise!
Wow, it's just always sunny. It's always great.
It's always sunny.
No,
Sheriff here.
fuck that.
Magicadelphia.
I quit.
Oh, come on. You okay? Watch it repeat forever.
It's so bad.
That's just your opinion. Everyone has their
We're
opinion.
terrible people to each other. And everyone else. That's not an opinion.
Anyways, you can see pretty far behind you, towards the town of Stettin, smaller figures in the distance.
Are we being followed by the wolves?
Behind us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they following us?
I would
This
like
is only
to-
if you look all the way down the road.
I would like to start tracking it as we travel and see if they gain.
And also, figures, are they like people figures or wolf
They're
figures?
so far away you can't even tell. You can just tell that something is on the road.
Continue going
Yes.
down the road, tracking this.
So you track their distance, and they actually grow smaller as you continue.
Okay. Probably not wolves. But maybe wolves.
Or other people going to the celebration.
Yeah, but like, we could just be walking about faster than the others, but the wolves also might just be like falling back to a better distance.
Maybe.
They could be.
Better food for them to hunt than two of us.
But around
Yeah, we
midday,
hurt them.
you find yourself at this crossroads.
I went down to. Okay,
Yeah, you can see.
it's okay. Not on live stream.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Make a song! A whole musical episode. Just like Les Mis. D&D.
Yes. Grayson's like, no.
I quit.
Yeah. I'm owed. And for that reason, I'm owed.
You reach this large crossroads, and you can see the northern path that cuts straight into the razor grass. / the razor marsh. It is comprised of razor grass.
How wide is the path between the
Grasses.
grasses? Grass-eye.
Path?
Blades.
It's big enough for 2 people to walk side by side.
Oh, that's not very big. It's not big enough.
That's at least the beaten path. The grass nearby, at least where you are, is still very short. You can just see that as the path goes on, it goes into the larger grass and disappears eventually.
So the thing I don't understand
Yeah.
is why do only guarded escorts go through this path?
Because there's really strong evil shit in there.
But they said they don't know if anything lives in there. It's just the grass.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's strong evil shit in there.
What if it's just misunderstood, Greg?
What if the grass is sentient and murders people?
Fatashi, what if it's just...
I don't want to die before getting to the town just to save 2 days.
But maybe there's some really cool magic stuff down there, too.
I doubt there's really cool magic stuff in this fucking grass. We had a plan.
As you
Later.
walk closer,
I have plans for the
you
grass.
notice two figures lying on the ground on the other side of the crossroads.
Like in the grass?
Not like nestled within the grass, like they're lying down on the very beginning of the grass. Their heads on their packs. Like this.
Oh, like sleeping.
You don't know.
Can I see breathing?
Make a perception check. Would you also like to make a perception check?
You would also like to make a
Women.
check.
What's yours?
3.
3, you can't tell anything more than that they are
Exist.
figures lying in the grass and that they're not naked.
Nailed it.
Nice. You're able
Well
to tell
Yeah, naked.
they're wearing like fairly nice armor and that they have large swords next to them. They seem to be breathing calmly. So they don't seem agitated, but you can't tell if they're like asleep or just relaxing.
How close to the trees are they?
They are not close to the trees. They're actually in the razor
They're on that
grass.
side of the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like if this is,
Fantastic.
they're like right here.
Got it.
Yeah. I
There's
feel like if they were
line.
like sellswords, like cutthroats, like bandits, they wouldn't be sleeping. Like in the midday.
Everybody sleeps.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. Should we yell to them?
I don't know, should we?
It's up. I mean, that or keep going. It's up to you.
Nope, it's up to you, Tadashi.
All right.
You can do whatever you want.
I know. Sometimes I just don't know what I want.
You can roll the choose.
Life.
If I get this, I'll do this. What does that mean?
We don't wake them up.
Okay.
Fair. What would you like to do then? You're not going to wake them up.
Just keep going.
Which direction? Are you going to
Oh,
take the
not
northern
through
path?
the not through the razor grass.
Not through the razor grass? Is that decided?
How do you feel about it?
Seems disappointing, but reasonable.
Do you want to wake them up and maybe they'll go with us to the razor grass? Razor grass?
Yes.
Okay. I yell at the guys like nicely, not like I'd speak loud. They don't yell. I'm like, hey, you over there, you awake?
From the position, you hear them go, yeah, what's up? You need something?
Oh God.
Where are you headed there, fellas?
You see one of them slightly turn to the other one. The other one turns to him and they come back to him. Not headed anywhere. We're just here. Yeah, we're just here. We can't go anywhere.
Have you always been here?
Well, yeah, for a long time. I mean, this is our post. Seriously, do you need something or can we go back to sleep?
What's your post?
Oh, can't you see? We're dawn guard. Yeah, look at the armor, man.
Should you be sleeping?
Yeah, should we be sleeping? I mean, probably not. But like, what the fuck else are we gonna do? Oh, right. Yeah, we can be sleeping.
Why is the razor grass so dangerous?
Find out for yourself. Just go run in.
That
Take
seems-
a big swath of it. Fling it across your face.
That seems like a
Find
horrible
out.
thing to say to people who I assume you're like guarding the area.
Listen, I'm hungover. Just fucking do what you want.
So it's dangerous because of the grass itself,
I mean, sure.
but nothing like lives in there.
You haven't seen anything? No, I haven't seen shit. That's why I was stuck in this stupid fucking post. Yeah, we haven't seen shit.
So what are you guarding?
I don't know.
Why?
They just told us to come here.
Why they bother putting you here? Are they punishing you? You guys some rebels?
Whoa.
You guys fuck up a bit?
You're just lazy.
We don't really want to talk about it. Let's just say it's a temporary position. They still have not moved from like helmets down.
So have you never gone in there?
I mean, we had to go through there to come in, but we had 2 other people with us.
And
We
like
normally
no-
travel groups of 4 through
and,
that.
like, nothing happened.
Nothing much.
Why do you travel in groups of 4 through it?
So why not? It's a good idea. It's razor grass. I mean, you need 4 people to cut it to even sit down in the middle of the path.
Uh-huh.
Because, fuck, if you try to stick your hand in there and pull it out, you don't have a hand anymore.
Got it.
Where'd the other 2 go?
But they kept going west. They just dropped us. I mean, they were just accompanying us, as is normal.
So this is
Or down
punishment.
What?
So this is punishment?
One of them was. Starts to get up. He finally arises and pulls this massive greatsword off the ground and sticks it in and lifts his helmet a little bit. He's got half plate armor on. He's like built. It's thick. He goes, yes, it's a punishment. It's not fun, but I guess we kind of deserved it. Get up, come on, they have questions. Fuck, Jesus.
I mean, like, I don't mean to pry, guys, but, like, why did you deserve it? We're just curious as to why you're, like, here in particular. And...
Why are you still shouting across the road?
Okay, I move closer to them.
I do not.
The other one
He's shy, don't mind him.
stands up, and he's definitely thinner than the other one and a little bit taller, but like still built. And he's got a long sword and also half plate armor.
Right, so, like, Joint Boy and, Tyson.
Yeah.
Got it.
But this was long before I saw Letterkenny. They are
Sure
just
it was, bud.
similar. It truly was. But
Have either of you fucked an ostrich?
allegedly. The fuck's an ostrich?
Canadian soldiers fucking ostrich.
It's like, look,
It's
listen,
a
I
whole
mean,
new meaning to Mountie.
we might have had a problem. We were in the north.
The Great North.
Great North, yeah. In the northern regions, just classic mission on the
Yeah,
Dunkard.
above the wall.
And, what fucking wall?
And nothing.
That's the Velasire. It's just forest for as far as the eye can fucking see.
Right.
And, we might have had a little bit of a mishap. Oh, we're just playing around with some fire. You know, standard stuff. Might have dropped it.
The fire?
Yeah. On the village elder's house. So
you burned a village elder's house to the ground.
yeah, pretty much.
Got it.
That's
Why didn't you just do
Yeah.
what most soldiers do and kill all the witnesses and blame it on, like, terrorism?
They look at each other like, oh, maybe we should have done that.
Yeah. Next time.
Well, I mean, we're supposed to have a sacred oath, but not kill people randomly. We were just a little bit deep in the cups when we dropped the fire.
Yeah, but like, you didn't kill anybody randomly. The terrorists did.
What's a terrorist?
Someone who does bad things for the sake of invoking terror in others.
Oh, that'd be like a cultist.
Yeah, like an asshole.
So they're a cultist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
cultists are assholes.
I was gonna say, but without religious motive, but like, let's be real. But often with religious motive.
Especially if you're fighting paladins.
True.
It can be related.
Yeah. Huh.
So what happened to the two guys you were traveling with?
Oh, I just fucking told you. They kept going west. They were going stop in Stettin, and then they're going out to the western frontier.
How long do you just stay at this post?
Till someone comes and gets us.
Are they giving you food?
We've got enough food to last a while, but we're running a bit low. So we're hoping someone comes soon, or we're gonna, I don't know, have to go somewhere.
Cross the dirt path to them. Good news, fellas. We've come to get you. You've got food. We've got some money for you.
The taller one looks down at you quizzically. Like, well, you're not Dungard. Why would you be coming to get us?
We're not coming to get you so much as like providing you an alternative to what you could be doing at this moment in time.
What's that?
Maybe going back through the Razor March with us.
They look at each other and like, why would we want to go through the Razor March when we can just sit here and wait for instructions?
Because you're going to run out of food.
Yeah, but then we'll just leave.
Then go back through the Razor March by yourselves?
We don't have to go through the Razor March. We'll just go all the way to West Karis.
Uh-huh. That takes a long time.
There's like 2 days. Day or two.
Definitely thought we were going to go back to the town before this. Anyways. Because we didn't get that guy's cheese.
The market has already happened. That was the day that you sacked the scrolls.
Yeah, but like he definitely didn't just like sell all of his cheese. Alright.
He might have.
I guess I wanted
it's
to-
really good cheese.
But I was, yeah, but okay. Fine. I'll take that off my list of potential business ventures
For now.
for now.
So they're just kind of staring at both of you like, do you need help? Like, we're up. You got us to fucking stand up with our fucking questions. Do you want something from us, or just gonna?
Yeah, we want
Fuck
you
the
to
fuck
take
right
us
off.
through the Razor March.
Oh, I don't really want to go through the Razor March, do you? Dude, fuck no. Like, we can just stay here, sit on our asses, get drunk. I mean, watch the crossroads.
So what are your friends going to the Western Frontier for?
Standard Dawn Guard assignment. Send people out to all the frontiers. Just cycle back every once in a while. Pretty boring post.
So you're just waiting for some people to cycle back?
Yeah, as long as we don't, I don't know, burn down another city.
It's
Yeah.
a city now?
The whole, like, it's spread between all the different... Oh, yeah. These guys. I think we should just take the long way.
Disgruntled, I just hang my head a little bit and start walking.
Alright, so... Boys. If you see any wolves, like, following us, will you, like, maybe try and kill them?
Sure, we kill them all the time. They come
Cool.
out of the woods every fucking night.
That's a lot of wolves.
Yeah, it's woods.
Have you considered eating the wolves?
Oh. No,
So
that's a good
Then
idea.
you'd have enough food forever. Also,
Does
there-
wolf even taste good?
doesn't really matter if it tastes good.
Yeah, I guess if we're starving, might as well fucking eat a wolf.
Yeah. And also the razor grass, you can like chew on it, probably tastes good. Not
Yeah,
like the
cut up
edge,
your mouth.
not like the edges. But like, I don't know, how wide is razor grass? Yeah, actually, describe razor grass? I inspect the razor grass.
You inspect the
The
razor
short
grass.
and the tall.
So the short you can inspect, like looking at it, feeling
Yeah.
it. The tall,
I don't need to
how
get close
far
to the
you
tall.
go.
I just want to see from a distance approximately how wide each blade is. And if it's like a thin blade, if it's like, a smooth blade, or if it's like jagged going up.
It's a smooth blade.
Okay, how
When you
wide?
look at the longer ones,
Okay.
they're, at least the ones close to you, they're still not very wide. Because you're looking at ones that are maybe
Okay.
like waist high.
But like, how's not very high, not very wide for waist high?
I can't give you exact dimensions.
But like 5 inches wide?
No, they're not like fans. It looks like regular grass in terms of dimensions.
Okay.
But it's smooth and there's a sheen to the edge.
How thick is it?
It's not very thick.
Okay.
And as it goes out, it turns more silvery. Close to you where it's short,
Yeah.
so it is silver and green.
Okay. I like very carefully pick a short blade
Okay.
without touching the edges. How much like moisture is in it? Like how? Is it like a dry grass or a wet grass?
It is in between. Ha ha! It is not like a wet grass. But you can, as you press it, you can see a little bead of moisture. come
Okay.
out of it. The two Dawn Guard are staring at you while you do that. And they're like, the fuck are you doing?
I'm trying to learn more about the grass itself.
Yeah, fuck the grass.
So
They kick it.
the tall grass, like out at the tallest you've ever seen it, can
Yeah.
your blades cut through it
Sure.
easily?
Yeah.
Like it's grass. There's no like it doesn't
No.
it doesn't like it's not like clashing swords.
No. It's just crazy sharp, especially the taller it gets. Holy
Got it.
shit. If it's full height, at least the highest I've seen it, is something like 9-10 feet. If you, any flesh near it, whoom, cut off. But yeah, you can just go with a sword and it'll fall right over. And that's how you make razor wine, right?
Yeah.
You just cut it down, press it up, razor wine. I mean, there's more to it than that. Like, obviously, you can't just go, wah. And it's, well, yeah, but that's what I fucking saw them do all the time back in the fucking northern provinces.
Got it.
And shipping the razor wine, they fuck off.
Would you say that razor wine's expensive because they have to ship it in from the northern provinces?
Fuck yeah. Well, you ship it to the northern provinces, and then it's crazy expensive. But down here, it's still expensive because you need a fuck ton of razor grass to make razor wine.
Got it.
I mean, the grass grows fast. It's some fucking weird shit.
Yeah.
You cut it down, come back 2 days later, right back.
You got it. Oh. Okay.
I continue walking down the path.
Which path?
The path towards the river.
Long path.
Long path. Okay.
Alright, I tell them I gotta go. Thanks for all the information. I can jog after him.
As you jog away, You're like, what a fucking waste of time. Fuck. And they lie back down on their backs. At this point, the figures in the distance have gotten a bit larger. They were getting smaller as you walked away, but you spent a while talking to these two.
Can we tell if they're people or wolves now?
Make a perception check. Come on, you like rolling dice.
10?
You can't tell exactly what they are, but they definitely don't seem to be hurrying.
Okay. Swapping dice. That one was shit.
Yeah.
Give me a nat 20 and then like nothing above 8. Okay. Cool.
Zoop, 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 zoop.
As he catches up to me. So I notice we're still being followed. You wanna... Should we set a surprise for these, amorphous blobs?
Oh, what kind of surprise were you thinking?
I don't know. Short drop with a quick stop.
I don't know how we're gonna hang them.
Nice.
Do
Small slat of wood through the face.
Wait, what?
Both of you make another perception check.
That was a 19, then it slid off.
The crit
It's a
failed.
16, 18.
Roll again. Nat 20. Wow.
Oh,
Roll again.
you got a nat 20. 18.
So you can, as you're both walking and talking about this, you can tell that there are also figures far in front of you.
Are they walking towards us or away from us?
They are walking away from you.
Okay.
Andre is able to tell that in both cases, they are humanoid figures.
Nice.
Fantastic.
We're all traveling to the city.
How do you convey that information? Now that you know that, what is your plan with Hitachi?
So it seems like we're entering some thicker streams here, friend.
Okay, what does that mean?
The waterway
Right.
is denser.
I feel like you don't need to use like
There's more
riddles.
salmon in the stream.
Are you saying they're people?
God damn it! How hard is it to get this through? Yes.
But like they
there's
could have been
people.
they could have been wolves, and that would still make sense.
I'm a cat.
Are you saying that like you think in water metaphors?
Cats hate water.
Yeah.
Maybe
The fish one.
tabaxi
The
don't.
fish one makes
People's
sense.
identity is not defined by their species. There are more travelers in the pathway.
But you're a cat
It's
person.
denser.
A wolf is not the same. I'm going off sentience.
I'd say wolves are pretty sentient.
What's the
Fair
politically correct term?
Wolf.
A humanoid.
Humanoid.
Which a wolf would not be. It'd be a beast.
Or people. Is it people?
Well, how do you define people?
Not beasts.
But that would mean that aberrations are people, because they're not beasts. As we've stated.
Regardless of their wolf or humanoid, all
No,
things-
that's the whole point. The whole point is whether they're wolf or humanoid, because humanoids might travel with us and create greater safety at sleeping at night.
all
And
things have
wolves
value
will
to take.
murder us.
Should we take their value?
Yes.
Okay.
Do we wait for the group behind us or hurry up to the group ahead of us?
Why work harder for the same thing?
Getting to the city faster?
You have 10 days until the festival.
True.
You'd be keeping track of this, obviously, like in your heads.
Alright, well, let's just fucking wait for the group behind us. Yeah?
Yeah. I would like to continue along the path until we can no longer see the dullards at the intersection.
Yes.
And
Don't even know their names. They had names, damn it.
I'm sure they did. And then I would like to take out my crowbar and start digging out a hole.
They weren't interesting enough to have names.
You didn't ask them enough questions.
They
Be
go fuck
interesting.
themselves.
Oh, fuck you, bud.
Fuck you, bud.
Where are you digging a hole? Are you digging it in the forest or in the Razor March?
Right off of the road on the side of the Razor March.
Fair enough. While he's digging a hole with a crowbar. What is the Tashi doing?
Standard 3x3.
I'll go into the woods, just like behind like the soonest tree. Closest tree.
Yes.
Soonest to the walking time.
You make your way behind the tree, hidden from the road and from Andrea. What do you do in that hidden state?
I'll prep 3 rocks.
Mm-hmm.
One with like a baby crying.
Okay.
One with like a booming like freeze, don't move. And one with like just really bad smell.
Okay. Smell rock, baby rock. Warning rock.
Police rock.
Police rock!
This is the police.
You've dug your hole while Tatashi prepares
Fantastic.
rocks.
I would like to see how far away the traveling dots are.
You've lost sight of the ones in front of you, but the ones behind you are starting to be like very visible humanoid shapes. You can even make out, actually, both of you can actually make out at least one cart that is being dragged.
Police rock. You're sentenced to death.
They're closing in.
Stone it.
They should be. They should be at where you guys are in about hour and a half, 2 hours. They're moving slow. They do not seem to care.
Fantastic.
And by that I mean like literally the point you are at is an hour and a half, 2 hours.
What do you wait?
What do you do?
Yeah, how should we approach this though?
Do you establish a telepathic connection?
No,
you're
I'll
in
just
the
fucking
woods.
walk over to his fucking hole and talk to him. It's like 20 feet away and there's nothing like near us at all.
Nope.
Why don't we hide while they pass? And then after they pass, if they don't look threatening at all, we just like come out of our hiding place and be like, hey, can we travel with you? We are hiding in case you were a threat.
Okay.
Then if they're a threat, we like talk about it mentally and decide if we want to like attack them or not.
Okay.
Great. I go back behind the tree and we wait.
Yeah.
And wait and wait.
And wait and wait. And as you wait,
To die in Casablanca. Sorry.
as you can hear them getting closer. And in that noise, you hear adults talking, children laughing, the creaking of a cart. And eventually they get very close to you.
Once we get close, I
They're
can
closing
see my
in.
illusion over myself.
And I
Good call.
say like, alright, ready? Mentally.
Yeah, okay.
They finally enter close enough to your view to be able to pick out what is happening. So it's essentially a group of people with 2 carts. It looks like families. They have some children with them. And you notice that there are the 2 guards from the scroll shipment are also with that party. They're just walking along pretty calmly. They're not in a rush. They just seem to be carrying goods along the road.
I think we should just like, you know, I'll just like walk out of the woods calmly and be like, oh hey, like how's it going guys? I was just taking a nap along with the trek and ask if we could just join them on the trail. Yeah. Okay. Are you cool with like going with them? It seems like good protection for like the rest of the trip. I don't want to like have to deal with like the wilds. Just don't like fucking talk about the scrolls or open your bag of holding or anything.
While I'm in my hole, I put the bag of scrolls in the bag of holding.
I assumed they were there already.
Yeah, you said they were there when you initially got them,
Yeah, I thought you put them there.
but you took them out to look at them. So yeah, cool.
Fair. They're probably 120 feet away.
I guess I wait till they get like 50 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
And then I kind of like, with my bag on, just kind of like saunter out of the woods and up onto the road, like yawning and stretching and like, just kind of like, and like looking around and stuff. And then I like see them and then I just like nod and wait patiently for them to like approach.
I'm gonna hop out of my hole.
Mm-hmm. Okay. One of the guards trots up, the guys you recognize from before, and meets both of you in the road. Stands close to you. No time. He goes, "You just entered the road. What's your business?"
Oh, sorry. We're traveling up to the main city place.
Aralon.
Aralon. I wrote it down. It's Aralon for the festival, but we didn't want to get. Oh, we didn't want to get attacked by wolves in the night, so we've been walking through the night and sleeping in the morning, just for better, safety. Yeah.
Make a deception or persuasion. Whichever one.
I guess what are they based? I got an 18 plus whatever.
They're roughly the same.
Okay.
It's just like if you had proficiency.
Oh, okay.
Both charisma.
Both charisma. I got a 19.
He nods at you and kind of relaxes his posture. So, yeah, well, it makes sense that we're supposed to accompany someone, and we tried to go help a burning farm way back there, and we lost him. We had no idea where he went.
Wolves, man.
Yeah, I think it's gotta be the wolves.
We just stalked 2 guards just outside the path to the razor grass, like the razor march.
Oh yeah, we saw them.
They've been killing wolves, multiple, every night for the entire time they've been there.
Damn.
Yeah, that's a
That's
lot of wolves. Yeah, that's
Huh.
yeah.
Weird.
So no surprise.
It seems like more wolves than normal.
That seems like too many wolves. I guess
Yeah.
one wolf is too many wolves for me, though.
Still a lot of wolves. Anyways, I mean, these people are pretty nice.
Yeah.
That's my friend over there, Crast. I'm Marsh.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Yeah, just travel with us. It's a good idea. Travel in larger groups.
Really?
We should be fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
That'd be wonderful.
Cool.
Yeah, we don't need to go fast or slow. We'll take it whatever pace you guys are comfortable at. We just kind of sick of walking through the night. We'd like to get I don't really sleep well during the day. I'm not a cat. I can't just bask in the sun like this one.
He looks down at you, and there's a slight like a small facial tick. He just nods, and then he's like, "All right, just keep going. Just join in any part of the caravan you want.
Cool.
We'll be on our way." And at this point, most of the rest of the people have caught up, and you can see. So there's the 2 carts, the 2 guys. You can make out about 7 adults, 4 kids.
Cool.
Crest and
Marsh, but not March.
Not a March. His name is Marsh. Yeah. The kids are just like dancing around the carts. They're pulled by 2 donkeys. And occasionally the kids will get like really close to Andre and be like, "Oh, kitty!" And like run away. They're like too scared to pet you.
I'm gonna put my hood up. I'm gonna go stand and walk next to the wagon, pretty close to the wheels.
Yeah, I'll be like behind the first one. It's like in the middle.
Marsh like walks around the group as they're going and like explains the situation to everyone. No one really like engages you besides a quick like, how's it going? Just smile and like a nod. Oh, I see. Okay. I wasn't on repeat. Yes. But these people really aren't going to pry into who you are very much. Marsh just wanted to figure out like why these 2 people appear on the road. Who are they?
Makes sense.
Do you want to do anything in the caravan as you continue on your way?
Avoid the children.
Easy. Yes, you can definitely do that.
I just play with the children.
Oh. They like you. You just seem like a normal human to them.
I like take rocks and I like make them like at first I like take 3 and I make them all light up, and then I like juggle them so that every time that they touch me the first time they light up and I throw it into the air, and then if I catch it again it turns off, and I throw it in the air and then I touch it again it turns on. So I just like juggling like balls of light.
Mister, whoa! How do you do that?
And then I like take a rock and I'm like, it's a secret, and then I like hold it behind them and click it, and it says it's secret in their ear, and they like,
Whoa!
Oh yeah.
and I'm
The kids
proficient in
love you.
I'm proficient in performance.
I'm gonna even make it over there. It was just like good.
Yeah, the children they're not hard to perform for.
Yes. And it keeps them off Andre's back.
Yeah.
The adults are very happy that you're entertaining the kids.
Yeah.
And they're like smiling a lot more. They're kind of sick of the children. They just had to bring them because like, what the fuck else would the kids do?
They would die if left alone. Yeah.
To go up to Crest and say, "So I'm Andre. I hear you guys used to escort someone, and now you're just traveling with his family. What's going on?"
Crass looks down at you. He doesn't have the same like reaction as Marsh. He slowly goes, "Yep. Normally we just get paid to bring scroll shipments down here. Pretty easy job. This time something weird happened. We're getting close to the town when this house went on fire.
It's really weird.
Yeah, we heard people yelling, asking for help. We saw a lady waving at us. We went to investigate, but we couldn't find anyone. That lady disappeared the minute we went there. Came back, and the guy that charged us left us a weird message saying he'd gone on ahead. Went all the way to the town, couldn't find him. They were having their market, so it was pretty cool. We stayed the night can't remember the name of the inn, but pretty nice.
Cheesy Traveler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you been there?
Yeah, we just came from that town.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, there was a guy that was selling cheese over there. Did you stumble upon his stall?
Cheese. No, I didn't find any cheese. I didn't find any cheese. These people are selling some cheese, though. Might have gotten it from him.
Oh, right, okay. Well, I have to ask about that. So you guys make the trip often then?
Oh, yeah. Trips out here, trips to the east, north, basically what happens is you just go to Adra and you can prove that you're moderately competent. They'll just hire you for all their scroll shipments. If you really want to go pretty far north, you can go up the Caravan, but those are pretty hard to do. They take a long time. This is just like a few days in and out.
What's harder about the caravan?
It takes a long time. Like, oh my god, especially if you're shipping all the way up to Foster, you're not going to be back for weeks. Almost a month. Probably more.
Where's Foster?
Sorry, there's no months. Haha. Probably a season. Foster? Really? You don't know where Foster is? Hold on. And he explains to you the geography, generally, of the place. The world as we know it. Voster is this huge city all the way in the north. The Carrand extends all the way through the world as you know it, with multiple cities along the way. So these small trips right here, very simple to do. Larger trips along the Carrand, like from one render to another, take a long time.
Singular or plural weeks?
I realized that from last time, there are no weeks.
Shit.
There's lots of days.
Great.
So he'd actually be talking about like quarter seasons, half seasons. So it'd be more like, if you're in the Velociraptor, right? Quarter season, probably a half season to get all the way to Dendira and just fucking any trip all the way up to Volster, you'd be gone for a full season at least. Try to get back down again, yeah. Especially because, I mean, the river flows north to south. Trying to get up, you're fighting the current the whole way. If you're not in a fast ship, it's going to take a long time. You'll have to go by road, too.
So 4 seasons, and like they're divided into quarters. So approximately 16, like season sections or SSs.
Let's not say SS.
All right, we'll call something
we'll
like
call them season
we'll
quarters.
call them like months. It's just a word I just made up.
Sure. We'll call them months.
All right, I'm gonna go take a nap on the back of a cart.
How much do you weigh? Your character.
None of your goddamn business. Like 200. He's like 6'3".
Yeah, you go to a cart and you lie down. The donkey goes. And one of the villagers just pokes you and goes like, "Hey, come on! The donkey's carrying all of our stuff. You can't just lie down there. You gotta walk like the rest of us. Otherwise, we put the fucking kids in the cart. Shit."
All right. I keep walking. Fucking donkeys. What an ass!
As you hear Prax describe the geography, just the time it takes to get everywhere, do you have any more questions for him?
So how much money do you make for each of these? It seems like it could be a lucrative side job.
I mean, these short ones get about 15 silver pieces a day.
Oh, fuck that. No.
Look, pretty nice for like most of the time. This is the easiest job in the world. Nothing happens. No one gets attacked. You just walk on down and walk back. Super simple.
But like,
Okay.
Are you guys in trouble since you lost one of your carriers? Like, you don't even know if they're
No.
fucking alive?
Well, normally the guy we're with is the guy that pays us. So we just didn't get paid the last one. But these nice folks are paying us. I mean, not as much, but that's because, I mean, they're not contracted by the Mages Council. We know that they're just They're just simple farming folk. So we accept it. Have to go back to the city anyways to get the next job.
Well,
It's always helpful to have some extra hands.
I think we could chip in to help pay them because we're also getting protected by them.
Wouldn't say no to some more coin.
I squint a little bit and say, yeah, we could probably do that.
I mean, like, you know,
So we give this money.
what they're offering us and what they've given us seems like a fair trade to give them, you know, some silver per day.
Yeah, we could do that. We could do that. Kind of like bounce my hood a little bit lower on my head.
I'll do it. You don't have to do anything. You don't want to. I'll do it.
If someone were looking to make a little bit more money, what would be some of the higher risk jobs that might be a little bit more lucrative in the area?
Let me think. Which area are you talking about?
Well, you know, just around. We're going into town for the festival. We'd like to have some more pocket money, you know? I like to think I'm fairly capable. Might as well just put that to the test, you know? If I fail, I won't have expenses to worry about.
Town like which town? He's explained to you this because there's like all these different towns,
Oh, we're going into...
and then there's Arelon,
We're going to Arelon.
City, and Adra.
Arelon.
Well, let's be straightforward. Arelon's not a town.
Okay.
It's a massive city.
We're going to the massive city.
Shit, I mean, you could find any kind of job you want. Seem like decent folk, but if you want to do some questionable work, I guess there's always things in the southern slums. High-paying, kind of cushy jobs that are you need a little more panache to do. The eastern quadrant, the nobles' quarters. Anything involving magic, you're going to go to the Erie. General marketplace, food, populace, maintenance is going to be central. And then shipping, general, just dock works. It's going to be the western side.
What did you say was in the north again?
The north? Oh, well, most of the north is the Erie. Areas.
The magic area.
Oh, that's right.
How would you know that?
I was fucking paying attention.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
Paying attention. Yeah, the areas where the Mages Council headquarters in, but it's a whole massive area around where they're situated. Area. I mean, it's pretty easy to tell. It's like it starts at the beginning of a hill, at the top of which is the Mages Council, and it's just a lot of magic shops, inns, and taverns that some of the mages go and drink at, and you can see some weird shit go on there. I'll tell you what.
Yep. I tell you what.
Oh, I guess if you're interested in that kind of stuff, the Dawn Guard barracks is on the eastern side too.
Are all
They're a
Dawn
bit
Guard
weird.
paladins?
Yep, they all believe in that Relakar god.
Are you
Kind
Dawn
of
Guard?
weird. Nah, I don't believe in that stuff.
So you're just like
Kind of
a
crazy.
fighter.
Yeah, just take on odd jobs, sell my sword.
Makes sense.
Try to keep myself good person, but really just trying to make some money, trying to live.
Right.
Respectable.
Yeah.
That's all we can do, right?
That's all you can hope for.
So, out of curiosity, if I were looking to maybe have a really fancy day during the 1,000-year celebration, could I make more money in the eastern quadrant, the northern quadrant, or the southern quadrant?
He looks down at you and kind of peeks under the hood to look at you and goes, got any magic capabilities?
You know, I can do this and that.
I do!
You got one.
And I can build stuff.
What kind of stuff?
Little odds and ends, and I can make normal items do special things.
Like what? Show me.
I asked to borrow his van brace, like his glove,
Yeah, he pulls off his glove.
and I turn it to like shining light, and I like touch it and it lights up, and I hand it back to him.
Puts it back on and looks at his shining glove. Well, shit. I mean, you might not do too much there, but he can make a shit ton in the area. Just learn some basic process and what the Mage's Council needs, and he can just churn out items like crazy.
Oh yeah, I can also like duplicate items that exist.
What?
Yeah, so like if there's like an item, I can like make more of them with magic. Yeah, like any item.
You're just like
Yeah.
standing there like, yeah. Yeah, you can make a lot of money
Yeah.
in the area. Yeah. Oh my god. Puts his hand in his shoulder. He's like, sorry, my friend. You're not going to make much money in the area, and probably not in the eastern quarters either. Probably not even the Dawn Guard. You know what?
If we're looking for people in the...
You might seem a little fast, I guess.
Really good at being quiet and quick.
Quiet and quick. Yes, you could make some decent money as a courier, or maybe just running around the docks delivering messages in the western quarter. I'll leave this up to you, but if you want to go to the southern slums, you could probably do something there. I just can't think of what. I'd rather not talk about it.
That's understandable. Oh, you're a delightful human being. I appreciate your existence.
I appreciate yours. And he slaps you on the back. Slaps you on the back too. Like,
He like falls. He launches 8 feet forward.
the beer.
Here we go. We need some aromatic background, right?
Yeah. None of us have worn deodorant in months.
I don't wear deodorant ever.
Same.
It's not a month thing. I just don't. Have you ever smelled me and been like, Greg smells like BO?
I don't smell you.
Yeah, I don't smell
don't.
ever. Like, I just don't. It's just not a thing that I do. Grayson knows. Like, I just don't smell bad.
Smell?
Like, no matter how, I just don't have like a strong BO smell. I just don't.
We'll investigate this theory later.
Okay.
But
You can smell me as much as you want. Like, if I don't shower for like 3 days, I can smell myself a little bit. But like, it's gotta be a long time.
strange.
Yeah.
The powers of Fitchinger. Crest is just happy to be with you guys. He's enjoying your conversation.
This sounds amazing. I need more of them.
What else would you like to do as the day progresses? It's mid-afternoon by this point.
I want to take a fucking nap, but fuck it.
You're almost done with your march. A few more hours and you get a nice long sleep.
I know.
Sleepy boy.
I just wanted to find a way to commune with my elders to somehow tell you guys in game that my mom broke her hand.
Like your actual mom? Or
Yeah.
Your okay.
Yeah, like my mom broke her hand. Like today. Yeah. And I don't know how. I texted my sister.
Rolling too hard. Dice?
Oh, that's crazy.
No. No more jokes. And make them
It's
manage.
not like she has to do anything, so it's fine. But that's not true. She has to type all the time. Anywho. Yeah, just kind of, play with kids, chat with the guards. I like hand out little bits of cheese to everybody because it's amazing and they deserve to taste it.
A few of them taste it and they're like, oh! You got this from Doran.
Yeah. I tell them
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like,
we got a few wheels of his cheese here.
Nice.
We're, man, it's so, crazy
Yeah.
at the market. First time he's made it, unbelievable.
He nailed it, right? It was
Yeah,
great.
So we're going to sell a little bit of that as far as we can take it, really. Hey, that's only the first installment of cheese.
I'm gonna invest
Cheese will be a
with,
theme.
I'm going to invest with Doran so that I get a percentage of his sales by doing an upfront cost. Yeah, it's a thing.
Perfectly reasonable.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'd like to walk up to Crest again.
Mm-hmm.
So Crest, I hear that there's a market for gyms in the area. Are there mines for that, or do they just kind of exist? Where did these precious gems come from?
Most gems are gonna come from, again, way up in Voster. Well, not really Voster, more like Rookmark. It's where most of the dwarves and orcs live. And they're real good at mining. They're really their specialty. But
Orcs are good at mining?
orcs and half orcs.
Are orcs like good guys? Like you get along with them?
Yeah, I mean, there's really no humanoid race that we don't totally get along with. Just if you're not one of the main races, you get a little bit of kind of like looks towards Andre.
Like if
You
you're
know.
like a mutt?
You're from the Den of Dire. And that's just kind of, some people care more about it than others, but
Got it. But humans like you and me.
yeah, well, humans are pretty popular.
Yeah.
Elves are actually really popular too, especially in the Velastyria, just everywhere.
Got it.
But yeah, pretty common races are just normal. We're used to seeing people of all different kinds all around. Shirikari is really a mixing place, especially near Aralon. City that size, just lots of different people. Can't really get hung up on those kind of things, or can't really do anything.
Yeah.
I guess.
There shouldn't anyways.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, like if I refused work from people just because of what kind of human they were, like,
Well, they didn't,
How the fuck would I get
they
work?
didn't choose it.
yeah,
It's not their fault
I can't change it, and I can't
that
fix
they're
it.
worse.
Have you ever fought a dragonborn? Holy shit, they are not worse. Those motherfuckers would beat the shit out of you. I'm sure this little guy right here. I'm sorry, not little guy. I'm sure this guy right here.
He's little. It's factual.
Yeah. No, I'm sure that, especially in like any kind of test of agility, even in a fight.
Yeah, I don't fuck with
Sure,
that.
I'm strong.
Yeah.
I can swing a sword real fast. But I'm sure he can just dodge around and stab me in the neck.
And he's got a strong rapier. I enchanted it.
Oh.
Yeah. He's a fast boy.
Alright, a duelist then.
Yeah.
Nice. Man, I'm sure Marsh would love to do a little practice dueling, but he's not. He's a good enough guy, but he tends to spend more time with more of the common races. That's about all I can really say.
That's okay. If he wants to duel, he can, but he'll die.
Organ explode.
Yeah, we're trying to avoid that.
Oregon
topic.
explode.
Oregon explode. Cool. I'm down to just like hang until we sleep.
Yep. At this point, most of my questions have just...
So, out of the game, so at this point, like, you can basically just, like, ask Crest just a bunch of questions, like, things. He's, like, fairly knowledgeable, seems pretty well-traveled. He'll be able to answer, like, most general questions as you continue throughout the day. And that's kind of a good way to, like, if you guys have any questions about the world, you're like, what about this? What about this? What about this? We can answer them right now on the stream. Whoa! And I don't have to keep doing Crest's voice.
What were the things I was asking earlier before the stream and you were like, you have to wait till we play? I forgot.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Not the
Because we
curses.
did
part.
calendar.
Not curses. Don't about curses.
The curses was not curses.
And then the money stuff was after we get to a place like a
You were
market.
asking about prices.
Yeah, but we'll figure that out when we get to a market. I'm not
Yeah,
really concerned.
crafts is we'll have like a general idea, but
Yeah.
So, Crast, what's the power structure of the Mage Council look like?
Damn.
he's not going to be able to tell you like the exact details.
That's
As
fine.
far as he knows, there is a High Counselor who is the absolute leader of the Mages Council. Then there is the Magisterium, who are like the most powerful mages besides the High Counselor. And some of them do administration duties, some of them are just powerful. And then beyond that, the Mages Council has its own like ranking system of their mages, and those rankings are mostly based on skill. Some can be based on achievements, perhaps even money in some like shady cases. But the Mages Council itself is fairly large. Like, it's not just limited. Like, the main power structure is in Erelon, but they send people all throughout the world. And even within the Mages Council, there are areas of specialty.
Yeah. Do they classify
Slice of
themselves?
life clubs.
Do they classify themselves based on type of magic that they use?
Yes. So all the schools of the Mages Council, everyone has like their school of magic that they're focused on. The Magisterium in particular are able to focus on multiple schools of magic. That's why they're some of the most powerful mages. But the Mages Council itself also has a number of schools in the area that teach people magic based on the school that they're trying to focus on.
Do they have any artificers?
Yes. So the Mages Council has a number of smaller groups, specialty groups, that are particularly focused in some areas. And the Artificers, he's definitely heard of the Artificers. He has heard of at least 3. He knows of the Artificers and their leader, Urza. The Battle Mages, led by Vrosh. And the Investigators, led by Urza's cousin, Mishra. Yeah! Old school magic references.
All right.
You can tell that Artificers are obviously like bent on focused on creating magic items, researching the pursuits of magic and its connection with material objects and what you can do with that. The Battle Mages are all about honing their physical and arcane strength and combining them. The Investigators, they're a bit of a rowdy bunch. Got kind of a reputation, but they adventure to remote areas and try to find new relics and new fonts of magic.
Nice.
So, how centralized is power to the Mage Council, and how much does each band have its own government structure?
He's not super great on government, but he definitely knows that the High Counselor is like the absolute power in the Mages Council, and the Magisterium help him enforce that as much as they can.
Right, like a wizard king.
Yes, but he is not the absolute power in Erelon.
Right. There's a normal king and a wizard king,
There is not a normal king.
and then okay. What's
No.
the absolute power of Erelon?
There is no absolute power. It is actually you could call it a triumvirate between the High Relar of the Dawn Guard, the ruler of that structure, a council of nobles from the Eastern Quadrant, and the High Counselor from the Mages Council.
Got it. So there's like a Senate spokesman, a general, and like a wizard king that are all three in charge of the decision making.
What was the name of the Senate structure?
The nobles.
The nobles. Yeah.
So, fucking king.
But there is no one noble representative.
Oh, it's like
There are
all the nobles.
Not all of them. There's a small group of nobles that represent the larger caste and most of the general populace
Got it.
of basically the entire Shirakiri.
So the noble cluster of leaders represent the common folk and their voice.
Yes. The Mages Council represents the magical
wizards,
force.
Yeah,
The High Rolar represents the military.
got it. The Dawn Guard. Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah. So the Dawn Guard worship Relahar. That's
Who?
their Relahar.
Relahar.
Yeah, got that already.
Yeah.
Got it.
So that's their god, and that the two guys at the crossroads.
You are
mentioned
Helahar.
him.
It's Relahar.
I'll text you. It's
What is that?
Relachar.
Never mind.
You're pretty close.
That's how it's spelled now.
It's a chet.
Ooh.
A
That's
chet.
no. It's Relahar,
Yeah.
not Rehelar.
I'll text it out. But yeah, it's Relachar.
What is the Relhar's interest in magic?
No, Relahar.
He has no interest in magic.
So they don't use any kind of magic at all in their power structure?
Within the Dawn Guard,
They use
it's only holy magic.
divine
Power straight from.
It's a bunch of
Relahar.
paladins and clerics.
And he can't tell you a lot about Relachar. He just knows that he was a warrior god.
He was?
Yeah, Relachar.
Oh, Relachar
was. Yeah.
Wait, so Relahar is not God,
No,
but he was a warrior of God who became a deity.
He's a little shaky on the details, but he knows that Relachar was a warrior, ascended to godhood, and the Dawn Guard worship him. And this happened almost as long ago as the Mages Council was founded. So, in the early years of the Shirakiri and of Erewhon.
It's like 1,000 years,
Yes.
because that's what we're celebrating.
Yes.
Got it.
He doesn't know the exact dates, though.
Why did the Mages Council get founded?
Krast really doesn't know.
How old is the High Counselor?
Oh, he's regular. The High Counselor is normally a human or a humanoid that hasn't been alive too long. They cycle out fairly regularly.
Did they just choose the most powerful wizard?
It's normally the most powerful, yeah. So I think the current one's probably like 50 something.
Got it.
Also, just for reference, all of this information exists. Krast just doesn't know it because he's just like a random sellsword guy.
Oh, all the stuff we don't know.
So you can always find it if you investigate.
In the library.
Yeah. This is just the knowledge that a standard sellsword has. Someone who's well traveled,
Right.
but not super scholarly.
Why don't common folk go through the Razor March?
Kind of looks at you quizzically and basically repeats the same question that the other guys had, like, have you tried sticking your hand in some of the taller grass?
Yeah, okay, but why do you guys go through it?
We never go through it. The Dawn Guard are the only one I've ever seen go through it.
Okay,
They believe that
why
their
do they-
divine power will protect them through that path through the Razor March.
Isn't it possible just to not just fucking touch the grass?
I mean, yeah, but it's kind of spooky. Let's be real.
Or just like
None of the commoners want to go
Well,
there.
just it takes like 2 days off your travel time. Just take a sword with you, and then if there's any grass in the way, you just cut it and you're fine.
What does a windy day in the Razor March look like?
What a question. Krast has not been because he doesn't want to go. And he reasons to you he'd rather live 2 more days than not live at all. as much as they farm razor grass for razor wine, which is not a lot, because it's fucking you need a ton of it. The Razor March is still mostly an unknown. No one really, like, the path that has been cut through it was only created by the Dawn Guard, and they maintain it as much as they can, but no commoners want to deal with it. It was kept by those who are wanting.
Okay. Interesting.
Outside of the Mage Council, the Dawn Guard, and the Nobles, are there any large organizations of individuals that have any sway in any form?
In Erewhon? Not really. But as you go farther into the rest of the world, each city, each band has its own version of government, its own way of doing things. I guess if I had to say, like, most... The Mages Council and the Dawn Guard reach pretty far, but...
Surely they don't preclude any other form of government. I mean, any other form of organization, though.
They don't. But if I had to say the one most, maybe not powerful, but well-known, anything in this whole world, it would be the College of Voster.
What does that do?
That is an ancient college built into the side of a mountain, all the way in the Wustanere, the far north. It's where most of the Mages Council members train. It's where they learn their magic. Most nobles send their kids there. It is the premier center of learning in the whole world. And they send their students everywhere. It is also one of the few places in this whole world where no one is allowed to discriminate by race. It is specifically forbidden to treat someone differently because of the type of humanoid that they are. They consider it a learning experience to meet people of all kinds.
In places like the city we're going, Erelon, and like areas around it, how like socially discouraged is racism?
In Erewhon itself, fairly socially discouraged. Some of those other towns, I don't know, Capuchin is pretty human-centric, human-focused. They're kind of known for being a little mistrustful of different
Grumpy
people.
about other people.
Just a little, yeah, no, I mean, if you openly disparage someone about their race in the city of Erewhon, you will definitely face social punishment, possibly criminal. I mean, depending on what you do.
That's good.
Race and gender in Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah. I teach a whole college class. Online. Not funny? Okay. What other questions do you have?
Does the Dawn Guard have similar factions to the Artificers, Battle Mages, and Investigators that the Mage Council has?
No. The Dawn Guard is smaller than the Mages Council in terms of numbers. And
By
they...
how much?
But they have like paladins and clerics.
Significant amount. They do not have clerics.
It's all just
They have
like soldiers.
Paladins and then like employees. Like people that work to create the armor and weapons for them.
Got it.
But no clerics. It is a because Relikar is a warrior god. It is a
Right.
militaristic religion by nature.
Classic.
I have the numbers. I think it's
What is the relationship
significantly smaller.
between the Dawn Guard and Mages Council and Nobles like right now?
Well, recently, it's been a little tumultuous. The Mages Council normally administers any punishment over magic-focused crimes. The Dawn Guard handles some of the more unsavory things, and the nobles deal with money. Like people that are bribing, maybe forging noble documents. They don't do too much. The Dawn Guard mete out most of the punishment, but in the past few decades, the Dawn Guard has tried to claim more and more of the judicial power in the city. They consider themselves righteous in their own way.
That's right. Judge Dredd. Yeah, this is gonna be dreadful.
When you say the nobles deal with money, what
Like white collar crime.
sense of that do you mean?
Well, it's like forgery of documents, people stealing land from each other,
White collar crime.
like incorrect claims of ownership over like large sums or treasures.
How large of a group are the nobles compared to the Dawn Guard?
Tiny. There are not a lot of nobles. Like, they have a lot of money, but if you think of like the Mages Council is
Are they structured by familial basis or by power?
both.
Like 0.1%.
Yes. If not 0.1, then like 0.01, maybe 0.1.
We are the
They're,
0.01%.
yes, they are the very few.
Would you say there's dozens of them?
I would say
Scores?
between 100 and 200
Okay.
nobles total in like the Shirakire. Most of them live in Erelon. Some of them choose to actually live on their lands in the further reaches.
Who owns the Razor March?
He just doesn't.
Okay.
What?
Is there just huge amounts
What?
of land around here that's unowned?
Well, no. I mean, I guess in name, there. Someone probably owns the Razor March, but like, I mean, you can own a thing, but you can't really
Control.
tame or control. Yeah, something
Right.
like the Razor March or something like the Woven Walls. Like, those are primordial, dangerous things.
What? Why is the Razor March primordial and primordial? Just because the grass is sharp?
It has been around for as long as anyone can remember. It is not a new development.
What does
Okay.
the Razor March do to a metal shield?
Yeah, that was also my question. Like, because if it's a windy day and you just hold your shield up, it's not windy anymore. Like, you just cut the grass real quick.
You know, I'm not sure, but that might be why the Dawn Guard goes through there. I mean, they've got metal armor, metal shields. Maybe they're just able to resist most of the damage because of their metal.
Yeah, that doesn't seem
So
that
that's all
hard.
try. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, most of us use just like a leather kind of armor or something studded, maybe, but
Huh.
nothing complex enough to really try to break through that. I mean, who's going to? The Dawn Guard seem to have no problem with the Razor March except for just getting through to the western frontier.
Is there something like the Razor March here and the Uvenwald to our north and the two northern sections? Does each swath have its own primordial segment?
Yes. None quite that similar. I mean, the Ulvenwald, while it's primordial, is mostly a forest. The Velasire has a series of forests that make up most of the whole band.
Do they have names? Or is it just a series of forests?
There is one specific name. It's not really been tamed, but it is accepted by the elves as there was a name.
Oh, ow.
I know, because it's a blur in my vision this entire time. It's just
No, you could have said, please stop. Could have asked.
No, I don't want to stop your foot from shaking.
I was watching it on the cameras for like an hour.
Nice.
Very amusing. I'm gonna buy all the Razor March and sell Razor Wine.
The Liwenfaller.
Linefaller?
Liwenfaller is the closest I can think of in the Valicera. I'll take that too.
Fantastic. Where's the Uvenwald?
The Ulvenwald is the forest over there. We're at the edge of both the Razor March and the Ulvenwald. And he points in both directions.
Yeah, it's what. See.
Understood.
As far as the Dinodira go, I'm not really certain about theirs, but that whole band is a desert. You call the whole thing something unnatural. And then in the Wustanira, there is the frozen north, from which the Cararind melts and flows down through the plain. The map's out, yes. Yes. The frozen north. I didn't draw in the Levenfaller over there.
What do they say is beyond the... What is it, the edges away from the river?
Oh, you mean those? And he points in both the east and the west. And far, far at the edges, you see mountains ascending. The Ashian Ridge. You know, the border of everything that we can see, that we know. I mean, no one's ever gotten past those.
What happens when people get to them?
Well, they come back. I mean, they can. That's how we mapped out everything that we know. Is you can go to the Ashen Ridge, but if you try to cross it, you don't come back.
We're in the mountains.
You don't know.
We
can mine the very bottoms for gems and minerals.
Do you believe there are things beyond the mountains?
Hmm.
Do you
I think I
the
once
world
did.
just ends?
I once believed there was something beyond the mountains, but you know, nothing ever comes here from the outside,
Got it.
and nothing ever leaves, and we know that it still exists. So for all we know, this could be the end of the world.
Are you sure they're not like the same mountains but from the other side?
What? Oh, you mean like the? Wait, what?
Like so
Basically-
so imagine if this area was a sphere, like a ball.
He
And so if you're on one side of the ball and that's where we are now, and you travel to the east and you hit mountains, and then if you where we are now and you travel to the west and we hit mountains, what if those are the same mountains?
We're back in character with Christ. I'm not really, can't really see that, but so you'd say that, and he points to the east, is the same as that
Yeah,
west.
they just wrap around until they touch.
And he like, but it's straight, and I can see it right there.
Right, but as you look to the left and right, does it curve slightly?
Doesn't seem like it does. He just points to the far ridges.
Okay, if I look to the far ridges, does it seem like there's a slight curvature?
No. It seems like it's with the changes in elevation across the land. It doesn't seem like there is a curve.
Alright. Andre, we're gonna have to do some testing when we get to the city.
I have a plum bulb that
I
I'm going to
need
use.
I need a larger building.
I need a bigger boat.
You say the nobles are mostly in Erewhon. Where's their point of gathering?
What's your government structure? Is the Earth flat or round? What are you?
Flat, goddammit.
Do you have months? How do you divide the day? Hours, minutes, seconds? What is the political climate? Do they conflict with each other? How do you make razor wine?
See, there are actually answers to all those things because I'm used to this and I'm just right at every fucking thing that happens. So, what is your question? I've explained the political climate as much as Crass now.
Crest said most of the nobles hang out in Erewhon. I'm curious where they tend to gather around. Where is their point of convergence? Where do they reside? What is their...
Oh, I mean, I don't really know. I don't take jobs from the nobles. All I know is that if you get too far into the northeastern quadrant, people ask you to leave. It gets real fancy over there.
Real fancy.
Yeah. And, you're kind of not supposed to be there unless you're supposed to be there.
So if someone's throwing like a party and
Yeah.
they want it to start in like the middle of the day, how do they indicate when exactly they want it to start?
They just base it off when the sun rises.
And how willing are people to just spontaneously party?
Depends on where you are.
Also,
Northeastern quadrant.
Probably not. I mean, okay, what kind of party are you trying to throw there, friend?
Bacchanalia.
Because, I mean, they'll have their tea parties and their little small gatherings from what we can see from outside. But if you want to throw a fucking
can I have some-
rager,
Putting the honey for my
southern slums.
tea.
Been to a few of those parties and a lot of people died. A lot of people had fun.
What are the vices that people in the cities typically gravitate towards, both the southern slums and the northeastern quadrant?
Gambling of different kinds.
Classic.
Very low end in the slums, high end in the northeastern quadrant, and it was really just different around everywhere. The Dawn Guard don't have many vices besides drinking. But drinking's also pretty fucking popular.
Do the Dawn Guard gamble?
No, they're not supposed to gamble. If you see a Dawn Guard gambling, they're not going to be a Dawn Guard for long.
Is there a soma that anybody partakes in?
A what?
Soma?
Never mind.
It's not fucking Skyrim.
What does that mean?
Soma's the generic thing for just intoxicant that attaches.
Was it created by Elder Scrolls? It's like a normal thing? Like in this world? Seriously?
Oh,
Yeah,
well, you should have
it's
explained.
from the Mediterranean.
Oh, to me, Soma always meant sommelier. Like the show Soma. About
You're talking about
sommeliers.
illusions. That would probably be the area.
Yeah, they seem like a bunch of druggies.
Yeah, they are. They're wizards.
Fuck, what was my question? Oh yeah. I mean, like, what do you mean by base it off of when the sun rises?
Tell people how long after the sun rises, and that's when,
How do they know how long after the sun rises it's been?
they can just kind of estimate. I mean, you can watch the sun go, and you can say, all right, the sun starts there,
Right.
and then it ends there.
Right.
So come when the sun is right above you.
How do they know when it's right above them, though?
Look up.
The sun isn't always directly above you.
Here it is.
Really?
Sure, in the middle of the day, you look up.
Like, and
That's what it is.
and you don't cast a shadow?
Besides
Every
right in
day?
front of you, yeah.
Huh.
Think up some questions.
Can't.
I will return in 2 minutes.
My notes sheet isn't big enough, Greg.
What?
My notes sheet isn't big enough.
I'm gonna create sundials and sell them. And then I'm gonna create watches and sell them.
That can be an in into the Northeast Quadrant.
What?
That can be our in into the Northeast Quadrant. Although, no.
Oh, it makes so much fucking money.
Yes. Alright. Continue your time questions.
You feeling my cans?
Yes.
How'd they feel?
Squish.
Empty.
No.
Who controls the transport along the river?
Along the river.
Can anyone just come and go on their own boats?
Sure.
Are there any
The river's wide
sections-
enough.
Are there
Hmm?
any sections of the river where people can't go?
Nope. Nothing. It's free travel all along the river. How are you going to enforce that? You can enforce it on either side of the river. On either bank, you can set up people, but yeah, no one's going to be able to build something in the middle of the river to stop you.
I'm just curious if there's somewhere that people go that they don't come back from.
Mostly the freaking mountains.
Build
Yeah.
something in the middle of the river.
Make a tax gate.
Toll booth.
Okay. Spanning the multi-mile wide river.
Oh, right.
Have you, by any chance, heard the name Sarvel?
He looks around and leans in pretty close to you and goes, I really don't think that's a good idea to talk about.
Okay.
I've helped you a lot, but
Yeah, it's been much appreciated.
if I can tell you one thing about that, just ask the Dawn Guard, and definitely don't use her name.
Don't you use whose name? You say her name?
I'm not gonna say it, but don't use the name.
You said her name.
Say you want to speak with the coins of the Dawn Guard.
Oh,
'Cause you have a
Dawn
question
Guard is
about money.
corrupt as fuck.
It's just about as much as I can give you.
That's enough. I head back to the back of the first wagon because I have to take some drugs.
Yes. You leave Crest and Andre alone, heading back to the first wagon. It's later in the day now. All the questioning. Sun is setting. The children are tired. And the adults are starting to talk about where they should settle off for the day. Set up camp. The adults are thinking of making camp. It's about to be the end of the day. Is there anything that either Hitachi or Andre would like to do? Fair enough.
Drugs are more important than D&D. So sorry.
Did you miss my questions, or did you hear them?
No, I think I'm good.
Good.
Yeah.
Fair. There's a lot of exposition. It's good.
Yeah.
This rowdy caravan pulls off to the side of the road near the Razor March. It starts to lay down mats and blankets and prepare a small fire. They cook the evening's meal for those who have some food to cook. Those who have dry rations, eat those on their own. And if there's nothing else you'd like to do, the rest of the caravan mostly just continues their night and falls asleep gradually. Crest and March have volunteered for guard duty to take watches.
Fucking better.
They're getting paid for it.
Paying them.
What do the tops of wagons look like? How high are they? Are they covered? Is there any kind of wall?
They're not wagons. They're carts.
Carts. Oh,
Yeah.
my bad. I understand now. Cool.
Yeah, these people,
Question
like,
answered.
they had blankets in the carts and they
Fantastic.
pull them out.
Oh yeah, see, I kind of also went with wagons, and it was like, now I feel bad about trying to sleep in one.
Yeah, they're like open air carts.
Yeah, just like,
Just full of goods.
got it.
Yeah, that like a single donkey is pulling each cart.
What?
Yeah. So a 200-pound human is,
A lot.
yeah.
Yep.
I'm still gonna sleep on top of the cart.
That's fair. It's not getting pulled anymore, so you're able to. That is not the music I want. It is not. It is too ominous. Nothing so ominous happens,
I didn't hear it, so.
and you are able to fall asleep.
And then the
Content.
spectral werebears fly out of the sky, right?
Yes.
I thought-
But that
I heard
happens next
werebears.
time.
I heard werebears,
Ah!
and definitely thought you said Care Bears. And I was like, the Care Bears? Spectral Care Bears.
Spectral Care Bears.
I love you,